Good afternoon. My name is Tammy, and I'd like to welcome everyone to Tammy's Stitches. This is a FlossTube extra about my plans for the month of December. I was supposed to do this on Tuesday, but unfortunately, due to circumstances beyond my control, sorry about my hair, I wasn't feeling well at all. So I'm feeling much better today, even though my dog got me up at 3 o'clock this morning, but I was able to take a little bit of a nap. So that worked out pretty well for me. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. So today is Thanksgiving, and I hope November 27th, 2025. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. This is going up tomorrow. So first off, let's start with my calendar for December 2025. Here it is. I put all my weekly whips on the side, and then the first weekend of December, the 6th and the 7th, I'm going to work on the Smell My Feet whip and start the Hot Cocoa Dragon. And my seasonal for the month will be the Spring Quaker from Jardin Privé, and I'll show that in a little bit. And my finish is Soft Wookie, which I have no idea where it is right at the moment, but I will find it. And my new start is the House and Sheep, and I have that, and I will show it to you. Okay, so, and here is it's all messy, I gotta rewrite it, but this is my Deck the Halls December bingo. So we're going to get started with that. So first, I got the pile right here, and we're just going to pick through it. So if the number 4, is that right? Yes. If the number 4 gets spun for, it's going to be Jardin Privé's Winter Quaker. And I started this on July 17th, 2025. I'm using a 18 count Rit dyed Ada, which is a pearl gray. I'm using Anchor. Okay. Anchor 1076, and I've gotten 145 stitches. My goal is 3,000, and there's my starting point. Yet another big motif. So I need to get 200 stitches in this, and hopefully I've been on this kick about evening everything up, so hopefully I will be doing that. And then for my monthly seasonal, that's not it, that one's it. No. One second. That's summer, I don't want that one. Need the spring. So this one I will be working on Saturdays this fall. Well, where did it go? I didn't lose it, I know that much. Aha! This is it. Okay. This is the spring Quaker, so I will be working on this every Saturday of the month of December. I need to find my little card here. There it is. This spring Quaker I started on May 27th, 2025. I'm using an 18 count Havisham. I'm using Silky 4020. Out of 3,000, I have completed 1,603. That's where I am. So I'm going to try to finish up this up here and then work my way over this way. There's that. There. The next one is Four Seasons Winter. And this is from Soda Stitch Designs on Etsy. And this is also going to be a weekly focus as well as on the bingo. And they're all in here because they've all got the same pretty much colors in them. This is Four Seasons Winter. I started on June 21st, 2025. I'm using an 18 count Rit dye Ada that I did myself. I'm using the called for DMC. Out of 2,500 stitches, that's my goal, is 2,500. There is 6,656 stitches to complete, and I have done 822, and I am at 12.35%. Here we are. So let me just move all the way down like I did with the autumn one, like I did with the summer one. And my plans for the year, for 2026, is... Ooh, dropped it. I'll get it in a little bit. Is my Gnome Go, which I will have an extra about that, and my FlossTube friends, not Frenzy, friends. I have picked 6 of my favorite FlossTubers, and every time they post an update, post a stitch with me, post anything at all on YouTube, while I'm watching it, I am going to be working on that particular project. So I have one for Cherie, the little lavender stitcher. I have one for Sisky Stitches. I have one for the Stitchy Pfeiffer, which is the lovely Kay. I have one for the Horror Stitcher, which is Lisa. I have one for Laura, Stitching by the Shore, and I have one for Lee from Stick, Strings, and Other Things. So there's 6 FlossTube friends that every time, like say, hypothetically speaking, Lee, except for December, she posts every 2 weeks. So I watched her this morning. So the next time she posts one of her regular, which won't be until January, I'm going to be doing the Nevermore Sampler by Lila Studios. So, there's that. Okay, next one, which is December Holly. So if number 18 shows up, this one gets picked. And here it is. And I'm going to restart this one, because I need a darker color for this, because it doesn't show up very well on the boughs of holly that I'm doing. I will show you what I got. It's not much. Okay, so I started this on July 22nd, 2022. It's from Goffin Designs. I'm using Boughs of Holly, which is a Forbidden Fiber Company Fabric of the Month. I'm using the called for DMC, and my goal is 1500. And there's 2,941. I'm just gonna put 2,941. And I only got 34 stitches in it. And it's a very light color, and it doesn't, you could barely see it on this. Barely see it up close, let alone on camera. I'm going to switch that. Not quite sure what I'm going to switch it to, but I'm going to switch it to something a little bit more powerful. It'll pop a little bit more. Alright, I'll do this. This way? No. This way. Okay. So that'll come up under the number 18. No. December Holly is something else. This is Holly Branch, so this will come up under 25. Okay, and then if 21 shows up, then I also have a weekly focus, which is Winter Cometh by Summer House Stitchworks. I'm doing this on a very stiff aging count, white Ada, and I'm using the 3 called for colors. And I started this one on the 21st. So I think I might put some stitches in on the 21st as well. And then for the week that has the 21st in it, so it goes right through till Christmas, is going to be 200 stitches a day for the 5 days. I love this one. This is my favorite. Out of all of them, this is my favorite. And this is the 3rd one I need to finish. I've got the other 2 finished. I've got Autumn Provides and Summer Refreshes. So doing 200 stitches on this is going to hurt like a mother, because this is very stiff. You can hear it. Ada. It doesn't move well. So, yeah. So that's that one. So, I'm getting to that one. I'm also going to be doing the odd little ornament here and there, because this is Deck the Halls, the month for Deck the Halls December birthday sale. Okay. Now, if number 3 gets spun, I need the tablet for this one. This one will be coming out. Where are you? You cute little thing, you. Oh, I'm way too. There it is. This is from Zana Crosswell, and it is called The Twinkle of Love. Cute. So cute. So if number 3 gets shown up, and it's going to get 200 stitches. Even though they're full coverage, it's 200 stitches across the board. So this one I started on the 17th of November 2025. I'm stitching it on the 25 count easy guide 1/1 and using the called for DMC. My goal that I want to reach is 5,000. There is 90,000 stitches in this, and I have completed 305 stitches, and I am at 0.34%. So, right. And here we are. That's all I got for right now. But hopefully we will be moving this on a little bit. So that one's that. Okay. If number 18 gets called, I know I've got some more boughs of holly kicking around here somewhere. That's much. We're going to be doing December's holly. All Hearts Come Home for Christmas. This I bought quite a while ago, and I think instead of doing it on like the grayish color, I think I might be doing it on a blue. Don't know. We shall see. I haven't started this one yet, so that will be a new start. Now, if number 11 gets called, it's going to be the fox, because this is winter, Christmas, and those snowflakes look very sparkly even though they're not, and I want to get these done. So I started this one. This is the Fox Year in the Woods #1 from Cottage Garden Samplings. I started this on May 15th, 2025. Stitching it on 18 count denim dyed Aida that I did myself, and I'm using the called for DMC. My goal is 1,500, but I think I'm going to up that a little bit. Out of that, I have completed 883 stitches. And here we are, our starting point. So I think I'm going to work on the fox's face and try to get the A-frame done. And then, if number 9 gets called, it's going to be the swans. And I dyed a big enough piece, hopefully, for all 3 of these. It's still going to be done on the 18 count with dyed denim that I did myself with the called for colors. And then if number 12 gets spun, it's going to be Year in the Woods, the reindeer. And I've seen this one completed, and I think I've seen the swans completed. So. And then in March I'll start the 3 for spring, summer, and then fall. And I'm using all the called for DMC and the DMC conversion on all of this. Okay, so next is Where is it? If number 7 gets called, it's going to be Santa's House by Cottage Garden Samplings. As you can see, I really like Cottage Garden Samplings. This one I have all the floss for, including the fancy. I'm going to be doing this on an 18 count Wind Chill by To Die For fabric. It's a very light pale blue. So I know there's people that have this and they've either started or they haven't started, or Stewart and Stitches, I do know, is using this for temperature stitching. Okay. Now, do I have this on my calendar? Oh, I got 4 seasons winter cometh. Okay. So, this one I have a picture for. It's back up here. This is from Box and Fox, and it is what was supposed to replace Harry Potter when I finished it, but I just was not into it. But I think I'm going to try to be into it now. Who knows, it might. If, say, it snows on the when I roll or spin for number 19, and it might turn into my Stody stitch. Whichever one I spin for and it's snowing that day, that's going to be my snow stitch. Thought about doing a train. I still might. I don't know. Okay, come on. Because a lot of, some people voted and they voted for the train, so I might just do the train instead. Okay, here is what it's going to look like when it's done. And I am just right here. So, this is Noel. I started it on November 1st, 2024. It's from Box and Fox on Etsy. It's on an 18 count easy guide. And my goal is 4,000. Now, out of 16,720 stitches, I have completed 2,246, and I am at 13.43%. And that's where I am. So I need to finish up this block, and then I can move down to the other barn. This is the house. I move down to the barn, and then move over to the moon, down to the O, down to the forest, or what little forest there is. So, yeah, it's a very nice, it's very dense stitching. I've heard a lot of people say that about Carriage House Samplings, but I don't find it to be that way. But we'll see. Okay. So there's that one. Now, for the last week of December, and for number 11, I'm going to be working on Carolyn Manning's Night Before Christmas. I love this one. This is one of my all-time favorites. And it has a special place in my heart. I do not have I do have a card for this one. Okay. This is The Night Before Christmas by Carolyn Manning. I started it on November 4th, 2024, using an 18 count white Ada, and I'm using the called for DMC. My goal, where this is paper pattern, is 3,000 stitches, and so far I have 1,447 completed. And here we are. This is one corner almost completed. And then I'm going to hopefully move over this way and get this corner started. Because this is going to get at least 1,200 stitches in it before I'm done. Because it'll get 1,000 if I work on it, 200 stitches a day for 5 days, plus another 200 for my bingo. Okay. And then we have the polar bear. My little polar bear, who is so cute, cute, cute. This is my little polar bear. I really don't have that much left to go with him. I'll get a little bit, but maybe I'll finish him. This is a polar bear. I do not remember where it came from. I started it on September 12th, 2024. I'm doing it on 14 count mocha. I'm doing my own DMC conversion, and my goal is to finish it. And so far, I have 1,330 stitches complete. So I just have to finish the body and put the bottom background down if I want. So there is that one. So if number 5 shows up, it's going to be that one. Okay. Now, if when number 1 gets spun, I'm going to be doing the Christmas Pig. Christmas Piggy by Stitchicle. She's so pretty. And I started this on July 29th, 2024, so it's time for it to get done. I'm stitching it on an 18 count denim Ada that I dyed myself, and I'm using the call for DMC. If my math is correct, my goal is 3,060 stitches to complete, and I am at halfway there. I'm at 1,588. And here she is. I have to finish her hat. She's right down here. I have to finish the wreath and bow around her neck. And then I can move up here and do the rest of the hat. And in the hat they have black spots. No, I'm not doing that. Nope, not happening. I think I might have some red etoile that I could make sparkly, but I'm not doing black and white. Because if you see here on the picture, they have the little, the outline of the black I can see, but having the little black in here, and no. So it's just going to be white. So there's that. Now, if, what is it? If number 20 gets called, it's going to be the Snow Village sampler. Snow Village banner. And I started these a while ago. I don't have a card for this one. I don't have a card for any of them, which is fine. Doing this on a 16 count aqua with white dots, and that's where I'm at. And these I started for my 2023 Advent. That's all I gotta say. And then if number 14 gets called, it'll be a start. And it's going to be the snow cone cart. This is all health series. And then if number 23 gets called, it's going to be the Snow Boutique. And if number 8 gets called, it's going to be the Snow Village Skate and Sled Shop. And I think 200 might finish it. There it is. Well, maybe not. So there are those. And they all take basically the same color. Okay. And then, I don't really have a picture for this one. Well, I do, but I'm not quite sure where it is. I don't know if it's over here or... Let's see. Probably not. No, it's not over here. Okay. Alright. So, this is the Winter Quaker from Daily Pattern Posts on Etsy. I restarted this on April 30th, 2025, stitching it on a 25 count Vintage Stormy Night, and I'm using Dying for Cross Stitch Americana. My goal is 2,000, and it has 25,828, and I have completed 886, and I am at 3.43% complete. And this is what I'm using. It does not show up very well in this light, but it's a lot lighter than that. And here's where I am. I'm doing this one over one. So I think what I'm trying to do is get this hole done, and then this hole done, and then work my way down. So there's that one. And this is also under my seasonal, I think, or my sampler, not quite sure, but it's gonna come out some more, I'm sure. Now, I have to change some things around like I did already. Instead of my owl ornament, I'm going to start, which would be number 16, which is the Mill Hill kit. I'm going to work on Rudolph Peking. So, just change that around. And then number 13 is Frank's Monster. I can show you what that looks like. The reason that is Frank's Monster is because I love working on Frank's Monster, and so I figure the number 13 is the perfect number for Frank's Monster. And I'm just going to keep working it on once a month, 200 stitches, until I get tired of it. Okay, where are you, Frank? Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. I think I missed it. It's not that far up there. Oh, come on, Frank. Where are you? I changed some things around, so he moved. This is Stitches So Beautiful, Frank's Monster, and it's from the Art Revivalist. So, and I'm not quite sure where it is. I think it's still in my bucket out there. I'm not quite sure. So, Frank's Monster. And then Hope Snow Globe, which is with my owl. So we're going to put Christmas kickstand. Okay. All right. So the other one, if number 17 gets spun for, it's going to be, so Frank's Monster is number 13. Number 24 is the Christmas Chicken, or Christmas Rooster, and that is from Zana Crosswell. And that's also going to be a weekly focus. The first week of December. So, might start it, like, real soon. And then the other one, Christmas Chicken, is a Jolly Owl. And I'm trying to remember. Not there. There it is. This is from Zana Crosswell as well. It's Jolly Enough. I'm either going to do this one or another one. It's a little puffball, but I think I really like this one. And then, I'm sure I've got everything here. Okay. Now, The Christmas cake stand. It's probably down this way. It's making me dizzy. I'll have to... That's not gonna work, is it? Okay. This is from Stitching 4 Seasons. So it's stitching number 4 seasons. And this is the Christmas cake stand. So. And then we have Merry Christmas Lights Gnome, or Christmas Lights Gnome Mail. Okay, and there he is. So if number 17 gets called. So if number 1 gets called, it's the Christmas Piggy. If number 3 gets called, it's Twinkle of Love. If number 5 gets called, it's the Polar Bear Ornament. If number 7 gets called, it's Santa's House. If number 9 gets called, it's the Swan. If number 4 gets called, it's Winter Creeker. If number 6 gets called, it's the Fox. If number 8 gets called, it's the Skate and Sled Shop. If number 10 gets called, it's the Christmas cake stand. If number 12 gets called, it's the reindeer. If number 15 gets called, it's Four Seasons Winter. If number 17 gets called, it's the Christmas Gnome, the male one, which is a new start. If number 13 gets called, it's Frank's Monster. If number 19 gets called, it's Noel. If number 21 gets called, it's Winter Cometh. If number 18 gets called, it's December Holly from Cottage Garden Samplings. If number 20 gets called, it's Snow Village Banner. If number 22 gets called, it's the Winter Quaker, which is monochromatic. If number 24 gets called, it's the Christmas Chicken. If number 14 gets called, it's the Snow Cone Cart. If number 25 gets called, it's the Holly Branch. If number 16 gets called, it's Rudolph Peking, which means we're going to have to find that one tomorrow. If number 23 gets called, it's the Snow Boutique. If number 2 gets called, it's the Jolly Owl. And if number 11 gets called, it's the Nightmare Before Christmas. And these get 200 stitches all across the board. Now, I spun for a few other things. I don't have my phone in here with me, but I did spin for a couple other things. So, from Monday the 1st until Friday the 5th, we'll be working on the Christmas Rooster. For my full coverage for the 6th and the 7th is the Hot Cocoa Gnome Dragon. I do have a picture of here. I do not have a picture of Smell My Feet, and I haven't found it yet. But I know it's kicking around here somewhere. But that'll be the one I work on for the 6th and the 7th as well. Along with the Spring Quaker, which might go back to Motif Monday. I might just do that. That would be cool. Spring Quaker, a motif every Monday for 5 Mondays. Okay. heck is it? Jeez. Oh, there he is. This is by Zana Crosswell. It's called The Hot Cocoa Dragon. Alright, and then Four Seasons Winter is from the 8th to the 12th. Christmas Owl, which I'm thinking is the Jolly Owl, and that's what we're going to leave it at, from the 15th to the 19th. Winter Cometh from the 22nd to the 26th, and then Night Before Christmas from the 29th to the 2nd of January. And then my finish as of December 1st is Soft Wookie, which I do believe I can find if it's in here. That's it. Okay, it's not in here, yes. But I will have it tomorrow. And then we're going to work on the Spring Quaker. Is my marker here? Yeah. We're bringing back Motif Monday, so Spring Quaker. $200. Spring. 200. Spring. And spring. Okay, so Christmas Day will be the last day of my big O. And then we're going to try to finish up Soft Wookie. So we're going to go with Finish Fridays. So, Wookie. 2. Wookie. 2. And he will not be put away until he is done. And then for my new one I spun that's going to be a new whip, is, it's back up here somewhere, because I bought this one specifically for something and I don't remember now what it was, but I do have it. Maybe. No, it's here. We just have to be patient and find it, and this week patience has not been a virtue for me. This is by Lotus Lake Stitching, and it's called House and Sheep. So, we're going to work on that for the month of December as well. I don't know when, but we will work on it. Plus, I have a bunch of little tiny, they're like this big. They're probably like a 2x2 if you're doing 1/18 count. They're tiny little ornaments that I'm going to be doing, which will make quick starts and finishes. So, other than that, that's all I got. So, let's fix something. Let's get my calendar board here. Whew. It's my December. And we'll be working on oh, doesn't matter. Mind you, my handwriting is not going to be the greatest for this one. And then for Fridays, this one. And if I get more than 200, I get more than 200. So, we have the seasonal, and we have the finish. So, when I get Wookie finished, I take it off the wheel. And then, when I work on this one for the whole month of December, Spring Quaker, it gets blacked out. And then when I go through everything on that wheel, then you reset it. And if I'm lucky enough to get a finish in there, then I'm lucky enough to get a finish. So other than that, that is all I have. Like I said, this will be going up tomorrow. And I will also be doing my regular FlossTube tomorrow. But you'll be able to see this one first. So you know what my plans are for December. And if any of you would like to join me for my Deck the Halls ornament birthday sale, that would be awesome. Just send me before and after pictures to my Facebook group, Tammy's Stitches. Or you can get in touch with me via Instagram. So, I hope you all have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I'll see everybody tomorrow. Keep on stitching on, y'all. Bye.